right now in the studio, it's myself, and I have my sister, Jenna Howell, over here. And we have Aaron Zepplin, who is a member of a couple different bands, Kyle Magna and the Monsoons, Copperbox, various other things going on with that guy. And then additional members are Fred Velpel, who is also in Kyle Magna and the Monsoons. We're happy to have him on bass. And then we have Dave Howell, who is Jenna's husband, so my brother-in-law. So it's kind of cool little
on
group
drums,
going on. You know, like winter is a little bit more difficult to find rooms that can allow, you know, a 5-piece. So right now we're kind of focused on what's happening right now in the studio, kind of the trio feel. Mm-hmm. But come April, May, June, we have more of the full band stuff happening, which is going to be really fun.
When we play more of the Sheboygan venues too, they're a little bit more able to fit the whole band. So if you see our lineup, a lot of the stuff in Sheboygan County is actually full band. Mm-hmm. Our dad was a great supporter and a great role model. He's been in music and involved in bands since he was, 16, with his own family band. So yeah, and our uncle, like we've got musicians on the West Coast that have their own projects and artists, and in Chicago we've got family. So we've been around it for a long time.
Everyone's kind of an artist in their own right in that side of the family. And I remember thinking my dad was a rock star. You know, we'd follow him around. He'd
he
like
still is.
The holiday, right. He'd do like the Holiday Inn circuits and stuff, and traveling around. But yeah, I mean, we've been, you know, we're 3 years apart, so we're pretty close, and music's always just kind of been around. We've always talked about doing a project together, but you know, life gets in the way. I was involved in other things. Jenna's a mom of 2.
I went to school late in life, too, so I was doing my undergrad and post-studies.
Yeah, so it finally, you know, stars kind of aligned a little bit, and we were able to, you know, talk seriously about maybe starting something together, and just kind of, you know, it's super easy. Like, we can read each other really well as far as harmonies go. You know, we both can find different things. We both have different ideas, but we always, you know, like the ideas always seem to meld really easily because, like, you know, we're sisters.
My performance degree is in bassoon, so hopefully we're trying to figure out how to work that in. As awkward as it might be, it might, you know, the recorder, we might step it up and bring the bassoon out. But so I've done some symphony work and taught lessons, and my degree is actually in instrumental, general, and choral K through 12 education.
So she's really the actual musician here. I know nothing.
Aaron and I like to talk theory, music theory a lot, and Shaun just is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Whatever. This is what I hear.
It's fun. Yeah.
Is this right?
I got a music degree from UWGB, undergrad. I never did grad school or anything like that, but that's where I got my formal education from. So I got that background.
And you're on cruise ships for
that
whole thing?
So I spent a lot of time working on cruise ships too. I've been in a lot of original bands over the years. I tried to do this in San Diego once upon a time. Minneapolis, I had a good band going there at one point too. And then the whole cruise ship thing kind of derailed that train for a while. But then I don't know, coming back on the land, meeting Kyle and getting involved with that, it's been really, this has become a very, very cool area for original music. Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I was running from this place in 2002. I couldn't wait to get out of here. I couldn't get out of here fast enough because this is just cover land. And I don't have anything against it, playing covers or anything, but it's just nice to see so much support for original music in this area.
Right.
You know, bar owners, establishments paying bands like us to be able to come in and do it is really cool. Mm-hmm. It's unique to anywhere else I've ever lived.
I mean, I moved up here for that reason. I was in Milwaukee, and I mean, at that time, too, the music scene was pretty rough down there. I mean, you weren't getting paid really anything, and putting in, you know, 3-4 hour shows, and just a lot of rooms you couldn't even get into unless, you know, you knew someone who knew someone, and it was just really, really hard. And then we played a couple shows in Appleton, and it was just such a different feeling, you know, and I was like, maybe I should think about this and actually move up there. So then moved, and it was like, it's just been a world of difference as far as, you know, support, and you can do it as a, you know, for a living if you work hard enough for it. And you know, I bartend on the side, which is something I enjoy, but I'm able to play music, you know, for the majority of the past like 5-6 years. And that's pretty cool. You know, I'm going to keep riding that train out until I can't do it anymore. But it really is this area and the people who support it. So
it's so funny for me is like the reason I couldn't wait to get out of here is like now the reason that I stay. It's like it's been that big of a 180, you know. So like, you know, everything I couldn't wait to get away from before is, you know, totally opposite now. You know, it's like they want to hear original music. Like that's the first thing they want to hear before.
It's interesting.
Completely different than how it was, you know, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
For sure.
You can see that kind of happening in Green Bay a little bit now, and you know, it just kind of keeps the ripples kind of keep moving outward, and it's cool.
So what I really like about this area in general is like, you know, you can think of, I think of Appleton, you know, as the heart of the Fox Valley, which it is, right? But it's cool because it's got this small town feel to it because it isn't that big of a place. But then when you consider the whole Fox Valley, it's got way more of a big city access to it. There's a bigger market for things than just being in like a small city. So it's just got a nice feel to it.
Yeah, one of my first experiences in Appleton with music was to come and watch my professors at UW Oshkosh do the jazz orgy thing. The trumpet guy out there and flugelhorn guy out there, they would bring our students or their students with them, whether we were 21 or not, which, you know, whatever. I don't know if that's a big deal anymore, but they'd be like, oh, come out for the culture. And I just remember thinking, like, this is unlike anything, even then, unlike anything I had ever experienced or felt before. And even now, booking outside of Appleton, we've gotten shut down for a couple of gigs because they're like, what kind of music do you do? Well, what song would I know? Probably nothing that we do. And we've gotten shut down like hardcore because of it. So that still does happen, but I don't think we've been turned away by anything in this area, which is, it's fantastic.
They'll be calling us later, though.
Yeah.
So we're pretty new, you know, but we do have, our Facebook is all up there with our event dates of different shows. I think our next one is in March. We're going to be at Lion's Tail Brewing Company, which is a Thursday. I think it's the 14th. But we are doing some recording mid-March, trying to get at least a 3 to 5, you know, track EP done and out there so that we can, you know, have something to kind of present. So that'll be coming up soon. And then
the summer.
Yeah.
We'll have all that ready to
yeah,
go.
for sure. But April we have a pretty cool show at the Stephanie H. Weil Center. That's April 11th, correct? Yep.
Downtown Sheboygan Theater. I think it fits like 1,000 or something like that, but it's basically what we did
at the
here
Rhythm
in
and
Appleton.
Brews thing,
yeah, at the Rhythm and Brews. So we're on a stage, except the audience is up on the stage with us. So we're rotated, so our backs are actually to the audience seats, and then the people that are there to see us are in chairs in front of us. So we're all on the stage. It's called
intimate,
Backstage Pass. They theme small plates and then a drink after our band. So it'll be kind of like a Southern type feel. I'm sure it'll be whiskey of some sort.
Yes.
And then it's 2 hours of just us, which is really cool. And we can
that'll be full
sell,
band too.
Yeah, it's $5 a ticket. We can sell up to 140 seats, and it's buy at the door. And then once we're full,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
we're full.
Yeah, so that's kind of the big, I guess, the
biggest
next
one.
big show coming up for us, which we're excited about and kind of prepping for. And it's interesting because February has been a rough month as far as, well, weather has been awful. We've had to cancel at least like 3 different practices just because of traveling, you know, from here to Plymouth or
vice
versa.
Time we've had to schedule this even.
Yes, right. And then also Jenna's going to be on vacation a couple times. I'm going to Mexico, getting out of here for a little bit.
And then Fred's gone, right?
Yeah,
but
I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah, so we're all getting out of here for a little bit, but we will be ready for recording in March and, you know, get the ball rolling for spring, summer.
No, we're just really trying to get everything ready to go for summer. This is coming together really pretty quickly. I mean, we only had one thing before the holidays, and then the second thing I think was the
Rhythm and Brews.
Yeah, that was only our second thing together. So you know, it's, you know, every time we get together and play now, whether it's a show or rehearsal, it's getting a lot better. So we're just really trying to get ready to go for this. You know, get on the map this summer.
Yeah. So this we're gonna play a song called "Missin' You," which is an original that was written about a year ago, and it was written during the awful April snowstorm. Okay, I was a little trapped for a while. Yeah, very familiar. So I was trapped in my apartment. So we kind of reconstructed it together and
so Shaun wrote it and had everything kind of laid out, and then What I really like to do is add the harmonies. As a choir teacher, that's kind of what I've been doing and arranging for four voices. So it's kind of like my little piece is to add harmonies and just add on to what Shaun already has, and then we kind of collaborate that way. So the song is kind of a marriage of both.
And then this is also one that we will be recording in March, so it'll be out there soon. And then the second one we'll do is called One Good Day, and that one is just really fun. Jenna does funny, kooky little
It was on your EP.
quarter.
Right?
So yeah, it was on my EP, but Jenna was in the studio with me when I did record it, so she did have a hand in it, regardless if Sister Winchester was started or not. So I kind of, we've created that into our
I think that was the
set
first
list,
little spark when we worked together. It was like, oh, this would be so cool. And then it only took, 2-3 years for it to ignite. So.
Yeah.
Miss your mouth. I can feel you near. Since you left, nothing seems clear. The trees bend and sway like a tired horse, and our heavy steps affect all our faults. But you're miles away, 'cause the stormy gray ocean. I wish you were here, my dear, 'cause I'm missing you. My telephone, it ain't rained for days. I don't do up my hair. You won't see me anyways. A cuckoo bird is filling my head. So I sit and cry alone in my bed. But you're miles away, across the stormy gray ocean. I wish you were here, my dear, 'cause I'm missing you. Why are you miles away, across the stormy gray ocean? I wish you were here, my dear, 'cause I'm missing you. Missing there's a lot, it's clear we never had a clue. Remember that one day we made us work. I still came to terms that your heart I would probably burn. 'Cause it was only one good day. So tell me, where does that one good day go? Footsteps and dreams, they would always collide. So we caught at all memories to keep each other by our sides. So young and naive, thought we'd take what life would bring. Playing house and actually living are two different things. Remember that one day we made us work. Yes, I live too, but my heart still hurts. 'Cause it was only one good day. So tell me, where does that one good day go? It's not enough to keep my soul from roaming. So tell me, where does that one good day go? Forgive my soul, 'cause yes I roamed. Forgive my soul, oh yes I roamed. Forgive my soul, 'cause yes I roamed. Oh yes I roamed. Oh yes I roamed. Forgive my soul, 'cause yes I roamed. Forgive my soul, forgive my soul. 'Cause it was only one good day. So tell me, where does that one good day go? Just not enough to keep my soul from roaming. So tell me, where does that one good day? Tell me, where does that one good day? Tell me, where does that one good day go? Forgive my soul, 'cause yes I roamed.
Beautiful. I've been practicing.